What if Earth stopped spinning? Have you ever wondered what would happen if Earth suddenly stopped spinning? It sounds like something from a science fiction movie, but the consequences would be far more terrifying than most people imagine. In just a few seconds, cities could be destroyed, oceans would reshape the planet, and the weather would become unlike anything humanity has ever experienced. The good news is that this scenario is incredibly unlikely, but exploring it helps us understand just how important Earth's rotation is for life. So, what if Earth stopped spinning? Right now, even though it doesn't feel like it, you're moving at an incredible speed. At the equator, Earth rotates at about 1,670 kilometers per hour, or just over 1,000 miles per hour. That's faster than many commercial airplanes. You don't notice this movement because everything around you is moving at exactly the same speed. The ground beneath your feet, the buildings around you, the air you breathe, and even the oceans are all spinning together with the planet. But imagine that, in a single instant, Earth suddenly came to a complete stop. The planet would stop, but everything on its surface would continue moving. People, cars, trains, airplanes, buildings, and even the atmosphere would keep traveling eastward at their original speed because of inertia. This is one of Newton's basic laws of motion. An object in motion stays in motion unless acted upon by another force. The result would be catastrophic. Anything not firmly attached to solid bedrock would be thrown across the landscape at incredible speeds. Entire cities would be ripped apart almost instantly. Vehicles would become deadly projectiles, and skyscrapers would collapse under unimaginable forces. Unfortunately, that would only be the beginning. The atmosphere wouldn't stop immediately either. It would continue racing around the planet at speeds approaching 1,600 kilometers per hour in many regions. Imagine winds stronger than the most powerful hurricanes ever recorded. These massive storms would flatten forests, destroy nearly every building still standing, and fill the sky with dust, debris, and ash. In many places, simply breathing outside would become impossible. Even if someone survived the initial impact, the environment would become almost impossible to live in. Then the oceans would begin to change. Earth's rotation creates a slight bulge around the equator because of centrifugal force. This causes sea levels near the equator to be higher than they would otherwise be. If Earth stopped spinning, that force would disappear. Over time, trillions of tons of seawater would begin flowing toward the North and South poles. Some coastal regions would disappear beneath rising water, while enormous areas around the equator would become dry land. Entire continents would gain new coastlines, while others would lose the ones they have today. The map of our world would never look the same again. But Earth's rotation doesn't just affect the oceans, it also controls the length of our days. If Earth completely stopped rotating while still orbiting the Sun, one side of the planet would experience constant daylight, while the other side would remain in permanent darkness. The sunlit side would become unimaginably hot. Temperatures could rise well above 100 degrees Celsius. Rivers and lakes would evaporate, crops would fail, and much of the land could become barren desert. Meanwhile, the dark side would become an endless frozen wasteland. Without sunlight, temperatures could fall below -100 degrees Celsius. Oceans would freeze, and massive glaciers would slowly expand across entire continents. Between these two extremes, there might be a narrow band where temperatures remain moderate enough for life to survive. Scientists sometimes refer to this area as the Terminator Zone, where daylight and darkness meet. If humanity had any chance of surviving, it would probably be there. People would need underground shelters to protect themselves from extreme weather and radiation. Food would likely be grown indoors using artificial lighting. Fresh water would have to be carefully recycled. Energy would come from advanced solar farms on the bright side, or perhaps geothermal power beneath the Earth's surface. Civilization would look completely different from anything we know today. Transportation, agriculture, and even where people choose to live would have to be reinvented. Fortunately, there's another important fact. Earth is not going to suddenly stop spinning. In fact, our planet's rotation is slowing down, but only by about 1.8 milliseconds every century due to the gravitational pull of the moon. At that rate, it would take billions of years for any significant change to occur. So tomorrow's sunrise isn't in danger. Still, this thought experiment reminds us how perfectly balanced our planet really is. A rotation we rarely think about controls our weather, our oceans, our climate, and even the rhythm of our daily lives. Without it, Earth would become almost unrecognizable. Sometimes, the most ordinary things are actually the most extraordinary. And maybe that's what makes our planet so incredible. If you enjoyed this journey into one of science's most fascinating what-if questions, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more amazing science stories, and let us know in the comments. What impossible scenario should we explore next?